When it comes to etiquette, no one knows it better than our next guest. Dubbed the Etiquette Lady, she created a brand for herself that was even featured on the Today Show. Meet Elaine Swann.
My journey in entrepreneurism started shortly after I graduated from high school. I always knew that there was something special within me, and I had been journaling for years and years and years and kind of putting down my thoughts and my feelings and my ideas. And I got to the point to where I figured out that whatever it is I was looking for, it wasn't in Oceanside, California. I needed to expand my horizons and go somewhere else. So I got this big idea in my head and thought, you know what, I want to be on TV. The only way you can be on TV at that time that I thought was either to live in New York or Los Angeles. So of course, being the risk taker that I am, I moved to New York. Dragged my poor little daughter to New York, not knowing anyone at all except for some friends of my parents from Panama. And I started trekking the streets just like any other person who arrived in New York to get into the entertainment business. While I was in New York, my dream job, which was to be on television, was not paying my bills and helping me to take care of myself. So while I was still auditioning as a model and participating in pageants, because that's where I got my very first start, which is a pageant back home when I was in Oceanside, one of the things that I did was I was the hostess with the mostest. And so I found some of the top restaurants in New York City, walked in there, you know, wet behind the ears and said, "Hi, I'm from California and I'd like a hostess job." The first time I feel as though I ever got a breakthrough that took my desire to be on television and my passion, which was teaching etiquette, was in January of 2005. I went to NBC Studios in San Diego and slept on the ground and got in line and auditioned for the Martha Stewart Apprentice. She did one season of The Apprentice, and I went and slept on the ground, got in line for the audition. Well, in the middle of the night, one of the reporters for NBC came out and wanted to interview just 3 or 4 of us and ask us why we were there and what did we do for a living. So here I go and I get up and I say, "My name is Elaine Swann and I'm an etiquette coach," and I do my thing. And after this interview, one of the producers comes out and hands me her business card and says, "I don't know what you plan on doing as far as this is concerned, but you have a great voice and you should go into broadcasting. We'd like to have you on as a guest and talk about etiquette." And never in my life did I ever think that I could take this thing that I was so passionate about, which was teaching girls etiquette, and put it together with that deep passion that I knew, which was to be on television. So on May 5th, 2005, I got my very first big break where I made my very first appearance on NBC Studios in San Diego as an etiquette expert. And that started an incredible 3-year relationship with them. And after that, my career has just continued to catapult to what you see today. For the individual who is looking at pursuing their career in whatever it is, my advice is to never take no for your final answer. Always keep going. There's always a way that you can get around something. If you can't get around it, then get over it, or either get under it or get somebody to link up with you and keep pushing your way through. But do not take no for an answer. I never accept a no. When you tell me no, that means forge forward ahead. And so I would encourage anyone to just don't take no for an answer. Hi, I'm Elaine Swann, the Etiquette Lady. We're here in Oceanside, California, and you are watching The Block.
You can brush up on your etiquette skills at elaineswann.com.